Hey everyone, this is Bill Russell here, and I'm excited to introduce you to our newest show, This Week Health Live. Join me and my co-hosts, Drexta Ford and Sarah Richardson, every week as we dive into the latest in health IT with a blend of humor, personal stories, and expert analysis. We'll bring you engaging discussions and a few surprises along the way, and it's all live. It's on LinkedIn Live, YouTube Live, and it will be on our website as well, thisweekhealth.com. Don't miss out on our pilot episode on June 7th at 1 p.m. Eastern Time, where you can join in on the fun with comments and questions, live polls, and more. We'll see. But don't worry if you miss out. Each live episode will be recorded and released on our news podcast channel the following week, so you can catch up on all the action then. Don't miss out. Subscribe now at thisweekhealth.com so you know when you can join in making health IT informative, entertaining, and fun. Don't miss out. Tune in and be a part of the conversation. Today in Health IT, we're going to talk about mission, values, and partnerships. My name is Bill Russell. I'm a former CIO for a 16-hospital system, creator of This Week Health, a set of channels and events dedicated to transform healthcare, one connection at a time. We want to thank our show sponsors who are investing in developing the next generation of health leaders, notable ServiceNow, Enterprise Health, Parlance, Certify Health, and Panda Health. Check them out at thisweekhealth.com/today. Hey, if you're wondering, June, big month for us in terms of our partnership with Alex's Lemonade Stand. We have committed to raising $30,000 in the month of June, and we need your help. So if you get a chance, go to our website, click on the ribbon to give today. This is to combat childhood cancer, search for cures, help families with childhood cancer, and we are excited to partner with them, and we would love for you to be a part of that as well. In fact, we are going to be doing some matching, so we're working out those details as we speak. One last thing, share this podcast with a friend or colleague. Use it as a foundation for daily or weekly discussions on the topics that are relevant to you in the industry. They can subscribe wherever you listen to podcasts. All right, a lot of announcements this week at This Week Health. One is, hey, we're doing our live show today. If you are available at 1 o'clock Eastern Time, we're going to be doing our first live show. You can experience the the kinks, work out the kinks with us. You can, in the chat, you can put in your questions. We're going to have a Ask Us Anything section in it, and love to have you be a part of it. You, your teams, anybody, ask us whatever you want. Drex is there to talk security. Sarah's there to talk personal development, executive development. I'm there to talk about, is there a topic I don't talk about? Feel free to throw us any questions you might have. We would love to have you be a part of our first live show. Our big announcement for the week, even though we're doing our live show, is we have partnered with Bloomberg Leaders on an event in September in Atlanta, Georgia, September 18th to the 20th. It's called SOAR 2024, and it is the premier event dedicated to elevating women to executive excellence. And we are excited to have that partnership and to be a part of working that with them. The conference it was started a couple of years ago, and it's grown. It's grown slowly. The first time you do anything, it is so challenging to get it off the ground. But Rebecca Woods and the team over there at Bloomberg Leaders has put this event together, and it has slowly but surely grown. And we want to help to accelerate that. I said in the beginning, we're going to talk about mission, vision, and values. One of the things is Rebecca and I started talking a little while ago, and I would say Ed Marks introduced us, and that was about 6 or 7 months ago. And we started talking about what it would look like. And at different points along the way, we were like, we don't want to overtake what you're doing, and there's all those little details that you get into. But what I found is if you start the conversation with, hey, what are you trying to accomplish? What's your mission? And I'll tell you what my mission is, and let's see if there's overlap. And so we did that. Rebecca and I sat down, and she said, look, I'm trying to build a community dedicated to advancing and accelerating women in information technology, not specifically healthcare information technology, but information technology. And as a subset of that, healthcare information technology. And the principle that they push forward is lift as we rise. And I love that. And they offer an array of services designed to champion and empower women in those fields. And I looked at what they're about, and I looked at what we're about, and they're complementary missions. And that's the first thing. And it helps you to get through all those little gnarly details later. But you say, all right, we have a similar mission. The second thing we looked at was vision. What could possibly happen if we come together? Can we do more together than we can do apart? And could we do something special for the industry if we do it together? And as we looked at it, we said, yeah, I think we can. I think we do. And part of that is because we have complementary business models. Bloomberg Leaders does executive development, mentoring, and events. And at This Week Health, we do executive development, media, and events. And so we had overlapping mission, a vision for what we could accomplish together. And we saw the opportunity with our business models to work together. And so we started having those conversations. And as you would imagine, you get into those details. And the other document I like to put together for any of these things is my belief statement. And we identified 6 or 7 beliefs. We believe that IT and healthcare will benefit as more women develop and are promoted to health IT leader roles. And I have 7 of those that I wrote down. And I wanted to put those in front of Rebecca so that she could see them. And I wanted to hear from her, what are her beliefs in terms of the industry, in terms of women developing into leaders, what's holding them back, and those kinds of things. And as we realized, we had a lot of alignment in what our beliefs were. And so we started to put together the framework for what a partnership proposal would look like. And we try not to do too much. We're partnering on this one event, the SOAR event in Atlanta. And the idea is we have teams that need to learn how to work together. We have an opportunity to see what it's like to work with each other. And so we said, look, they have this premier event and it's grown slowly. We would like to accelerate that. And we believe that with our reach and our media and our relationships, we're going to be able to help them to accelerate this to be what I believe it already is a premier event, but even more so with more people attending and being a part of it. And so we are going to do this. It's in Midtown Atlanta, the heart of the arts, if you will. And we're excited to bring our capabilities to bear with this, with what Rebecca and Bloomberg Leaders is doing. And I think it's going to be an excellent event. And I think it's an event that if you are listening to this, if there are women in your organization that would like to have a network of other women to understand what it takes to advance to the levels in their career that they have. There's going to be great speakers at this event. There's going to be people who have overcome some things, people who have we've talked about the maternity tax, who have overcome having kids and come back into the workforce and have been able to thrive. These are very distinct conversations that women have that aren't necessarily something that men have to face. And so it's great to have this network of women that you can have those conversations with, that you can hear from them, you can hear talks, and you can have that group of people that you can lean on and learn from. And Atlanta, if you have people in your organization that are looking to develop that kind of network, maybe you could sponsor them to come to that event, September 18th to the 20th in Atlanta. If you are a woman, I would strongly encourage you to take a look. You can go to thisweekhealth.com/SOAR, and there's links over there to the Bloomberg Leaders site as well. And if you're interested, if this is something you're passionate about as well, and you would like to be a sponsor, you can hit that same page, thisweekhealth.com/SOAR. We're not going to do the big booths and the carnival because I'm not a huge fan of the carnivals. If you sponsor and become a part of the event, you will attend the event just like everybody else, and you will be alongside of them. In some cases, you'll have an opportunity to address the whole group and to a really great opportunity to have your brand associated with just a great event, a great group of women, and a great cause. So love to have you there. I told you I was going to talk about mission, vision, and partnerships. It's interesting to me in healthcare how many of the partnerships that we end up entering into are financially related. I've found that to be the least beneficial way to enter into a relationship. I get pursued in this role because of what we have done and what we've been able to do in this industry about partnerships weekly. Hey, we should partner. We should do this. We should do that. And one of the things I've learned to do is to take the economics out of it and start with mission. Do we have a common mission? Do we have complementary business models? Do we have complementary values? Does a partnership make sense? Does the partnership compromise my core business at all? So there are times people ask me, hey, can you do this? And I'm like, if I do that, I will break trust with this group of people that are so important to my core business. And even though it represents money, it's not worth pursuing. And so financial is the least, but in healthcare, I see it over and over again. Oh, why are you coming together? Well, there's economies of scale and we can bring cost savings to this, which invariably we never do. And I think it's because we don't pursue the right types of partnerships in healthcare. So as you're looking at partnerships, I highly recommend create your belief statements. You believe you can be better together because of X, Y, and Z, overlapping mission values, and see where it takes you. All right, that's all for today. Don't forget, share this podcast with a friend or colleague. Use it as a foundation for mentoring. We want to thank our channel sponsors who are investing in our mission to develop the next generation of health leaders. Notable: ServiceNow, Enterprise Health, Parlance, Certify Health, and Panda Health. Check them out at thisweekhealth.com/today. Thanks for listening. That's all for now.